All right, guys. Today I'm going to give a little full screen concept that we're going to incorporate this year. But I really lit this week Coach Gaylor's the Fanafit Whiteboard clinic. If you're able to attend, um, Coach Gaylor, he's the DC of Jenks, Oklahoma. Really good guy. Really good. His wife was diagnosed with a rare form of breast cancer last month before, or 2 months ago before Christmas. So this was just a little clinic online that was held in their honor, and all the proceeds were donated to them. So cool little thing. It was Coach Ellis, who was the OC and quarterbacks coach at Georgia Southern. He gave a presentation this, and then I was actually able to ask him a few questions and pick his brain on the concept after. So, a good one. He went over a couple screens, was covering one today. And so we're going to go over the double screen that Georgia Southern ran, and something that we'll do this well. So again, Georgia Southern double screen. Kind of the nice thing about it is it's a quick throw. It's a pre-snap read as well. So depending on what level you are or where you coach, you can either have the quarterback determine it, or you can determine it from the sideline. And it's not really a screen where you drop back and invite the defense up, and there's a chance for a knockdown. It's a quick, easy decision, and we're good. So, again, pre-snap read, so quick throw. So kind of the rules, because it's a double. We got one to the bound, one to the field. If we blitz, we're going to throw to the blitz side. So if it's a third and long situation, a certain team likes to run this at you, maybe check with me, right? You see the defense overload side about the blitz. Check with me, and then we can call the screen to that way. If there isn't a blitz, we're going to count the numbers and throw to the side. They have numbers, right? If we've got 5 blockers to the field and they only have 3, well, we're going to that side. And then if in doubt, through the field. Again, Georgia Southern goes quick, so they're kind of up-tempo team. So again, they teach their quarterbacks, if in doubt, throw to the field. And for a quarterback, quick game footwork, so it's one step and throw. So again, it's a quick screen to get the ball out, and to get the quarterback a nice, easy completion to get him in rhythm. Kind of the wide receiver rules, and again, I have diagrams in the video. The first one, so then going to the boundary side, number 1 receiver, and the number 2 receiver to the field, the ones getting the ball. So you see there's a 3-by-1 set to the field. Right, we want 3 receivers to the field somehow. That's a trip set. Maybe that's a 2 receiver and a server. 2 receivers and a tight end will always work to the 3 receiver side of the field. But the number 2 is getting the ball. So if it's a early or a late set, it's that second receiver. So they're going 1 step vertical, 1 step back, and they're expecting the ball quickly. Again, it's a tunnel, which we ran last year, and we had an issue of that just timing-wise. We couldn't get the linemen out on time, and it felt like we just weren't good at that. So we're going to adapt this way. So again, it's just a 1-step throw. But again, for the receivers getting the ball, it's 1 step vertical and 1 step back, expect ball right when they take that step back. For the number 1 and number 2 receivers on the boundary, number 1 receiver to the field, and number 2 receiver to the boundary, they're blocking number 1 from the sideline. So a little interesting way, and you'll see the linemen, how they did it. I used to teaching, and always been taught landmarks. Right, you got the flat, the alley, and then up the alley. They actually teach their linemen and receivers, and they count from the sideline. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, right? So the number 1 receiver field and the number 2 the boundary, they have the number 1 from the sideline, and that's always going to be the corner, unless the defense gives you a junky look. The number 3 receiver or tight end to the field, they always have number 2 from the sideline. So again, kind of goes outside in. The further I am away from the sideline, right, I'm going to pick up a good number. O-line rules. So again, it's a quick screen, not an actual drop back and throw. So it's 1 set, flash hands, and then we're going to our numbers, right, to the number guy we're going to. So again, it's not a set for 3 or set for a couple and let them go. It's 1 set, flash your hands, kind of show your targets, and go. And they do not count anybody above 5 yards. So again, if there's a set speed 12 yards back, we're not worried about him. We're not going to include him in our count from the sideline. So the field tackle, the receiver, just three receivers to the. We got number one, the number one receiver take number one, number three taking number two. So then the field tackle is going to take number three, field guard is going to take number four, and then the center is going to take number five. And again, you'll see on these clips, a lot of times guys don't necessarily get to their guys, but because it's a quick pass field, you don't really need them. On the boundary side, the boundary tackle takes number two, and the boundary guard takes number three. So here's kind of the first clip I'll show you. So end up throwing it to the field side right here to our three receiver set. So we have the number one receiver, the X, blocking the number one guy from the sideline. Got my Y blocking the number two guy from the sideline. And then you have your field side tackle blocking for number three. The field side guard's blocking for number four. And then the set blocking for number five. And then to the boundary, right, we got number one's a quick smoke screen. So one's vertical, one step back, expect ball. My number two receiver is blocking number one. My tackle is going to find number two. Then my right guard is going to find number three. I get determined pre kind of a pre-snap read by the quarterback. If in doubt, he's through the field. So again, here we go. Again, we just kind of went through the boundary. We're blocking receiver number one with my second receiver, and then my tackle gets number two and number three. And then to the field, I got my X blocking number one, my Y is blocking the number two guy, and then my tackle is going to block three, guard number four, and five. So again, you kind of go back here and see quarterback catches the snap, one step, throw, that quick, and then we're finding this tunnel right here. Receiver does a good job behind the tunnel. Set 12, we pick up the first down. So here it is again. Again, one step throw by the quarterback. The boundary, you could probably throw the boundary too if the tackle went out. But again, in doubt, throw to the field. He catches it, drops steps, field, picks up the down. Here's clip number two. You'll see there's a lot of formations, a lot of motions you can do with this, so it's really great. It's a nice, easy thing to install and do every week. And just off the top of my head, and formations and motions, you can get to 10 to 12 different ways to make this look different to offense. And for you, it's the exact same thing. That's why I like it. So this time we're gonna go late to the field. So I got my 3-by-1 set to them. They're gonna motion the running back outside of my Z. Now he's gonna be the blocker, and then we have that same empty set post. Kind of after a late set. So again, we're going to the field here on this clip. And running back motions out. Now he's outside. Right? They like to do this because, and they'll switch this a couple times. Usually they think running backs are the best guy with the ball in their hand. So they'll motion him out so where he's in the ball and we're blocking. So again, my receiver's out, and I think I flipped that on the dime. So the running back's actually motioned out, and he gets the pass. My number one receiver blocking in the corner. And then if we were to throw to the boundary, this leaves our running back, the guy with who has this ability when the ball's in hands upfield. But again, when we're throwing down here to the bottom to the field, again, see here the linemen don't necessarily get up, but they kind of get in the way, and there it goes and scores. So let's watch that one more time. Again, quarterback that throw is a quick and get the ball out quick. One thing they do work that they told me, my coach Ellis said that they work 5 minutes a day of screens, so that's every day in practice. Work this. They work different arm angles with quarterbacks as well, depending on the rush. Again, in one step, get the ball quick to the field. We block it. We got our lineman at least straight out there, and again we catch them all out blitz. We go score on a first down. Here we go. Clipping. I got one more after this one. This time we're going to start an empty right. So 3-by-2 with 3 to the right. They're motion. The clip doesn't catch this, but they're going to motion Y across the field. And now he almost gets a head start. He blocking number 2, this Sam backer, and it gets us on this field side. So again, it's kind of catch it as with the ESPN. They were doing some talk booth, and they didn't catch the Georgia Southern goes fast, so they didn't catch them. But here we are again. So they're moving the Y across and the lead blocker. We're going to throw it to number 2. Get behind our lineman. Get a field pick, nice first down. And you'll see here, on all these clips, you'll see them using high zone. On the next one, you'll see them using middle of the field, first down, second down, third long. This play they get a lot of use out of because they practice every day. So it's a thing where you can use it a lot. You'll probably call this, if you really commit to this, call it 4 or 5 times a game. So it's worth. It's not something you'll call once a week or once every couple weeks. This is a staple in their offense. So get going out, second play aim, 2nd and 5. The ball, get up field, and then really this is an extension run game, right? It's a nice, easy pass quarterback, and gets him a nice completion, gets him in rhythm, and then you get your lineman in front, really just like inside them, right? It's almost like we just got off to running back and we got blockers in front, blocking in some. So nice first down. All right. Then the last we have, we're going. So this is really good. You know, if you're a team that uses a tight end or a sniffer, again, you don't just be a 10 personnel team. You can use this in any personnel. So we're going a kind of a 2x2 set here with a sniffer on the right. They're gonna motion their H across. He's gonna be one catching the quick screen, a touchdown. But you'll see here now they're having their running back, because again you can do it with a screen, or you can do it kind of like the surge, typical air raid surge screen. The running back's out. He can be that number one target out of boundary. So they declared the field to the left. So I got my left tackle, left guard, and center blocking in and out. So my has number 1, left tackle has number 2, left guard has number 3, and my center has number 4. And then on the right side, my Z has number 1. My sniffer is going to find number 2. Right tackle is going to go flat and find number 3. My right guard is going to go flat and find number 4. And they're going to score on this play. So again, you see we've seen on first down, seen on 2nd down. Now 3rd and 11 in the high red zone, right at their about 15-yard line. Let's motion the H across. Get him in space. 1 step, throw. Probably want him to release this just a little quicker, even 1 step and go around. But they get the ball out. Lineman in front, sniffer in front. He finds that alley, and it's a nice touchdown. Here it is one more time. So again, you can see that's 4 clips, 4 different formations / motions. So this is where you can get really creative, where you can run this. You know, you can give this a look 3 times. You can out of a train or a set, out of a C. You can run it out of a dolphin, a mud. You can run it out of a sniffer. Right? You can do a lot of variation with this the screen. And for defense, that's 3 to 4 calls they have to draw up and plan for us is we add one little tag or one little motion to it to get a different play. So it's easy for our guys. Again, they motion the H across, catch it. He said he comes back. They said they find he really wants him to take 1 step vertical, one step back. So this is wasted movement by this guy coming inside. But he catches it. There's a sniffer and tackle in front. Guards on the next level. And again, we just get in front. And this guy's going to touch on a 3rd and 11 for an easy touchdown. All right, so that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you can use it in your offense. I know you will next year because we struggle with screens. So this will be something that we add day one that we can add in and implement to get our guys in space. If you have any questions, contact me, my Twitter, my email, 2 emails. And again, that's Ellis. From Georgia Southern, he's the OC and quarterback coach. Again, it was a really good clinic. He went over 4 screens. This was just the first one. So a lot of stuff. So if you ever need more, contact him. And again, thank you for watching.